the girls, when things come up, like the controversy now of this water, and they'd like to make a lot, we stay out of it. We'll still have water. If God has to have an artesian well, we'll still have water. Water's ours. They'll still have water. They're not going to take our water, or they're not going to take our peace, and they're not going to take anything. They've been trying for a long time, but they have never taken anything that, yeah, as far as money and lands. But we have something greater than money and lands. We have an heritage, and I told Barbara, it's this controversy that comes up about this water, and like we said last year, when there was a drought and we had no water, the well was dry, and the water master came and turned off all of the water because they had a meeting and told me, I wasn't here then, I was gone, and Barbara went to the meeting, and they told Barbara that your mother hasn't the first right, she only has the third, she only has a third. She said, well, mother has a first right. Her deed shows it. Oh no, he said, it's been changed. She has the third water right. And so she felt real bad about it. I did too. I thought, well, how can they come in after that? I've kept this ditch running here myself for 30 years. My husband has been gone for 37 years. 7 years after he's gone, I came over here and there was a little trickle, and I kept that water running down here myself. I cleaned that from top to bottom for 30 years. And then when they come in and tell me that I don't have but the third water right, you know, I could have just acted like a real wild Indian. Because you feel like it. Old wild Indian blood comes up sometime, you know. And it does. And you feel, oh yeah, again? They want to do that again? And it makes you, asking, it makes you feel like, who are they? Over here, they've lived there, I don't know how long, maybe 10 years. They has first water right. And then the woman next to her has the second water right, and she hasn't been here any longer than that, and then she's got a big ranch and mules and everything, and he's got the green all around his house. Well, he has to have all the water because he's got everything planted. And so then they put you down to you have third water right, and then so since he can manipulate the water, he can turn off the whole thing which you did and call the water master. The water master says, yes, turn it off so we have no water. Came here and Barbara was carrying water, I was gone. Thank God I was gone to Washington, D.C., and I was having a big time. And when I come back, then all this had taken place, and she was carrying water. She was hauling water from a neighbor 2 miles down the road. And the fire came through, that big fire that we had. But that was a dangerous thing, and I heard about it when I was gone, what a fire it was, and I was concerned. Well, she came up and she filled everything with water, and she wasn't living here, so she kept watch in case there was a spark that would start. She could at least had water to throw on it. But during that time we had no water. Our water was shut off, and that fire was raging. Now that is bad treatment for anybody to get, but that's what we got. So when I come back, she says, Mother, you only have a third water right. And she told me how it was. And then when I come back here, I couldn't believe it. And so the water master came by. I guess he heard that I didn't have, well, he ought to turn it off. And I told him, I said, the well is dry. We haven't had a drop of water. Barbara's been carrying water to keep things going. I said, how can you do that? So he turned it on. He said, I'll turn enough on for you to... I said, well, I hope so, because that's all the water we have. So you see, it's still that way where they think, and they take advantage of it because you're Indian. They couldn't do that with a white person. They wouldn't try.